Hello Nistas and Nistas, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrances, whether it's body or home. And today we are here to talk fragrances, and I want to share with you the fragrances and fragrance combinations that I wore starting the week of September the 29th. So if you're interested in hearing that, please stay tuned. Alright, so starting Sunday, you guys, I was craving this fragrance, and you know, we're embarking into fall. We're already in fall, but the weather is just not quite fall enough. But on this particular day, I couldn't resist it, so I went ahead with it. So I started off with the lavender and vanilla body care from Bath and Body Works, and I did use the shower products, the moisturizing body wash as well as the scrub. And then I went in with this moisturizer. This is the Lotion. And then I went in with the mist. This is like a pillow or body dry oil mist. And the fragrance that I just could not resist, you guys, was one of my favorites, my tried and true fall scents, and this is Nebras Gold from Lattafa. And this is a dupe for Billie Eilish, but in my opinion it's a little better because the longevity is better and it's not as metallic as the Eilish by Billie Eilish. So that was my fragrance combination for Sunday. Now moving on into Monday, you guys, I started off with something from Bath and Body Works that I was so in love with at the time, and this is Fairytale, and this is the moisturizing shimmering body butter, and this is the fine fragrance mist. This has fragrance notes of pomegranate nectar, fresh orange blossom, vanilla bean, and warm amber. This has been compared to the Leap by YSL, and I do agree it is a part of the same scent family. So I did wear that as the body care, but I also wore the actual perfume from Bath and Body Works, and it has the exact same notes as the body care. But in order just to give it a little bit more power, projection, and longevity, I decided to add the YSL Leap, and this is the La Absolute Plantain version. And this one has more solar notes in it, but it still has that Leap DNA. So that was my fragrance combination for Monday. Now moving on into Tuesday, you guys, I started my shower, of course, with my moisturizing body wash from the Honey Cocoa Shea. Then I went in with the moisturizing oil. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. I am on my second bottle of fine fragrance mist. Oh my God, I love this stuff. So I went in with these two body care products after showering. And the fragrance that I wore on Tuesday was this fragrance. I was so excited to wear it because I did get my order in. As you know, if you're a part of the community, we had a re-release that we have all been waiting on. So I paired that Cocoa Shea honey with the Silk Santal from the wedding collection from the K. Eileen. So this has fragrance notes of sparkling champagne, white freesia, pink praline, lush nectarine, sandalwood, and sugared musk. This is an absolute beautiful fragrance, you guys. Some people don't get the hype. That's you. I'm a part of the hype train, and that's how I feel. Really enjoy it. It is so good until I did make sure that I got backups. So again, that was my fragrance combination for Tuesday. Moving on into Wednesday, you guys, I started off with one of my favorites from last winter. And this is a year-round scent. I would not deem it to be just winter or holiday season. It's definitely not. This is Strawberry Snowflake. It has juicy strawberries, whipped cream, and iced bergamot. This is so good. Really enjoy this And then the fragrance that I paired it with is from Burberry, and this is the original Burberry Her. So this is a berry. It has raspberries, blackberry, strawberry, and it has some white florals, and I think it's some iris in this as well. But that was my fragrance combination on Wednesday, and I got quite a few compliments. So the ladies really enjoyed this. I didn't get any guys to compliment me, but several ladies complimented me and they really enjoyed this fragrance combination. So moving on into Thursday, you guys, I started off with the Champagne Apple and Honey. And this is such a nice butter. I haven't worn it any this summer. This is one of my fall winter favorites. Really enjoy this, the Champagne Apple and Honey. Then I went in with another apple favorite. This is the Coconut Candy Apple. This has fragrance notes of candied red apple, shredded coconut, and vanilla spice. I also added some of my Madagascar Vanilla perfume oil from Nest New York. So I added that in my hand with some of the Champagne Apple and Honey. And then I went in with these two fragrances. This is a vanilla fragrance. This is an affordable cutie that is perfect for mixing or just throwing on to wear around the house or do some quick errands. It's not long lasting, but it is a really great mixing fragrance. This is Vanilla Potion by True Fragrances. And then I topped it off with the Eating Juicy Apple from K.I. Lee. Beautiful apple fragrance. You have to definitely like apple in order to enjoy this. So that was my fragrance combination for Thursday, and I did enjoy it. Now moving on into Friday, I started off with a very mild, as far as fragrance, body butter, and this is the original, the very first one. This is not the one that recently came out with the shimmer. This is the original one that came out of last year's holiday set. This is very lightly fragrance. It just smells clean. So I use this. You can't go wrong with Fenty, and I added drops of this Sand and Fog Amber Bloom. This has been compared to Delina. This is definitely a rosy lychee fragrance. So I wore these, and I also added in some of this oil as well. Yes, I was very moisturized. And the fragrance that I paired with those items is Hibiscus Mahajad from Maison Carvelli. You know, this is a favorite for my toots. She's like on her second bottle of this. I have worn it in previous times, but I just didn't feel the need to keep it or have it in my collection because it is very similar to Delina Exclusive, and I do like Delina Exclusive a little better, but this is her pick. And I had a sample. I received this sample, I think, from Perfumology last week when I got some other samples in, and I just went ahead and wore it. So you know, with these little 2 ml vials, you're gonna wear the, if you're an over sprayer, you're gonna spray all of it if you're spraying it for wear instead of just testing, as far as me. That's how I do it. So that was my fragrance combination for Friday. Now moving on into Saturday, I did a repeat of my apple fragrances. So I did do the Champagne Apple and Honey again, as well as the Coconut Candied Apple. And the fragrances that I wore were two that I had already worn this week that I really enjoyed. So I finished up the Eden Juicy Apple 01 from K.I. Lee. So that's it. She's empty now. And I added some of the Burberry Her, and I still smell so good. This was a really great combination if you are a fruity apple type of girl, if you really like those notes. So that's all I have for this week, you guys, and I just want to give myself a round of applause for staying consistent and carrying this through, because this is episode 52, meaning that I have been doing this consecutively for, there were times where I had to double up if life happened, but I have been doing this for a year now. 52 weeks in a year, and this is week 52. So because I enjoy it and my supporters enjoy it, I think I'm going to carry it out. I know at least until the end of the year, and if I decide to go beyond the end of the year and into 25, I may just cap it off at 75 weeks, 100 weeks, but who knows? It's just really hard to say depending on how the supporters respond. So I want to thank you so very much for the support. You are greatly appreciated. I cannot say it enough. And do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.